You have heard about the word geometry. Geometry is a branch of mathematics which deals with shapes, size, line, angles, etc. What is this coordinate geometry? In today's video, we will learn about coordinate geometry. So you have already studied how to locate a point on the number line. For example, 1 will lie to the right of the 0, 0 will lie exactly in the middle of the number line. So you also know how to describe the position of a point on the line. There are many other situations in which to find a point we are required to describe its position with reference to more than one line. So let's take one such situation. Suppose you put a dot on a sheet of paper, and if you ask you to tell the position of the dot on the paper, how will you do this? Perhaps you will try in some such manner like the dot is in the upper half of the paper, or it is near to the left edge of the paper, or it is very near to the left hand and also upper corner of the sheet. Do any of these statements fix the position of the dot precisely? No. But if you say the dot is nearly like 5 centimeter away from the left edge of the paper, it helps to give some idea, but it still does not fix the position of the dot. A little thought might enable you to say that the dot is also at a distance of 9 centimeter above the bottom line. So now we know exactly where the dot is. So this simple idea has far-reaching consequence and has given rise to very important branch of mathematics which is known as coordinate geometry. So the branch of mathematics in which geometry problems are solved through algebra by using coordinate system is known as coordinate geometry. And René Descartes was the French mathematician of 17th century who introduced the Cartesian system of coordinate for describing the position of a point in plane. Now let's see some of the basic terms that are used in coordinate geometry. So to locate the position of an object or a point in a plane, we require two perpendicular lines. Okay, and one is horizontal line, the other one is vertical line. So this plane is called as Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, and the lines are called as, you can see two lines here, so two number lines you can see, so those lines are called as coordinate axis. So the plane is coordinate plane and the lines which divide the plane is called as coordinate axis. One will be horizontal line, another will be vertical line. And the horizontal line, that is this horizontal line, is called as x-axis and the vertical line is called as y-axis. That means if you take two number lines, one like this, horizontal 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. if I write, and take another number line 0, 1, 2 and down -1, -2. So these two number lines will intersect. You can see, you bring this number line and they will intersect at the point 0, and that divide the Cartesian plane into 4 parts. You can see that, and the horizontal line number line is called as x-axis and the vertical number line is called as y-axis. Then this coordinate axis means x-axis and y-axis together we say as coordinate axis, divides the Cartesian plane into 4 parts. You can see 4 parts. First part, this is our second part, this is our third part, and this is our fourth part. And each part we call as quadrant. This we call as first quadrant, This we call as second quadrant. This we call as third quadrant. This one is fourth quadrant. Now the distance of a point from the y-axis is called as x coordinate. That means if I put a point here, what is the distance of this point from y-axis? You can see it is 1 centimeter. The distance of the point from y-axis, this is 1 centimeter. This is called as x coordinate, and distance of the point from x-axis is called as y coordinate. So this is also 1 centimeter. Or if I put a point here, the distance of this point from y-axis, what is the distance of this point from y-axis? 2. And what is this distance of the point from x-axis? That is 3. If you measure this from here to here, it will be 3 centimeter, and from here to here it will be 2 centimeter. So the distance of a point from y-axis is x coordinate, and the distance of a point from x-axis is called as y coordinate. Together, if you put a bracket and if you write like this, separated by comma, then we call this point, we will represent this point as coordinate. We will call this as coordinate. So 2, 3, and 2, 3 and 3, 2 both are not same. 2, 3 is here. Where will be 3, 2 will be coming? First you have to mark the x coordinate, then y coordinate. So you can see 3, 2. The distance of the point from from y axis first you have to mark, then from x axis. So this is 3, 2. And 2, 3 and 3, 2 both are not same. First your hand should move towards x axis, mark 3, then towards y axis. This is 3, 2. And also the coordinates of the origin. The coordinate of the origin is nothing but 0, 0. Coordinate of the origin is 0, 0. Now, so these are the points we have seen. To locate the position of an object or a point in a plane, we require two perpendicular lines. One will be horizontal, other will be vertical. That plane is called as Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, and the lines are called as coordinate axis. Horizontal line is x-axis and vertical line is y-axis. The coordinate axis divide into 4 parts, which each part is called as quadrant. Point of intersection of this axis is called as origin, and the distance of a point from y-axis is x coordinate or abscissa, and the distance of a point from x-axis is called as y coordinate or ordinate. The other name for this is ordinate. And if abscissa of the point is x and the ordinate is y, usually will represent a bracket, and these 2 points will be separated by comma, and that is called as coordinates of the point. The coordinates of the point in the x-axis are of the form x0, and that of y-axis are of the form 0y, and coordinates of origin is 0, 0. So just now we have seen the two coordinate axes divide the Cartesian plane into 4 parts. First part, this is first quadrant, and each part is called quadrant. This is second quadrant. This will be your third quadrant, and this will be your fourth quadrant. Now, if I want to mark this point, can you name what is this point? First you have to move your hand. So this is 1. Then you should write the y coordinate. First you should write the x coordinate, then you should write the y coordinate. So this is 1, 2. Now what about this point? If I want to mark this point, how will I mark? This is 5, 4. First I had to find out the x coordinate, then I had to write the y coordinate. Same way, if I want to mark this point, how will I mark? This point is denoted as 4, 1. So first x coordinate, then I had to write the y coordinate. Now same way, so here we have seen both the x coordinate and the y coordinate both are positive, isn't it? 1, 2, 4, 1, 5, 4. So we can say that in the first quadrant, both x coordinate and the y coordinate will be positive. Now let's mark some of the points in the second quadrant. If I want to mark this point, how will I mark? First you have to mark, your hand should move towards x-axis. So this is -6. Then I have to find out y-axis. So this is 2. This is -6, 2. Same way, if I want to mark this point, first your hand should move towards x-axis, this is minus 3, and then your hand should move towards y-axis, this is 4. So minus 3, 4. Same way, if I want to mark this point, first x-axis minus 2, 1. So we can say that in second quadrant, the points will be, x coordinate will be always negative and y coordinate will be always positive. In first quadrant, both the coordinate will be positive. In the second quadrant, both x coordinate will be negative and y coordinate will be positive. Now same way, we will find out what will be the sign of coordinates in third quadrant. So if I want to mark this point, how will I mark? This is minus 5, minus 1. Or if I want to mark this point, it is minus 2, minus 3. Or if I want to mark this point, this will be minus 3, minus 2. See, both are not same. Minus 2 and minus 3 will be lying here. Minus 3 and minus 2 will be lying here. Both are not same. So this is our third quadrant. Both x coordinate and y coordinate will be negative. In third quadrant, both x coordinate and y coordinate will be negative. In second quadrant, only x coordinate will be negative, y coordinate will be positive. In the first quadrant, both x coordinate and y coordinate are positive. Now if you find out some more points in the fourth quadrant, this will be 1, minus 1. Or if I mark this point, it will be 7, minus 2. Or if I am marking this point, then it is 4, minus 4. So you can see that x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. X coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. So these are the signs of the coordinates lying in the quadrants. So the coordinates of a point are of the form plus plus in the first quadrant, minus plus in the second quadrant, minus minus in the third quadrant, and plus minus in the fourth quadrant. So in today's video, we have learned the basic terms used in coordinate geometry. Thank you for watching the video.